Hello, my dear students. Welcome to you all this new video. Today we are going to talk about spelling. Actually, spelling is a very challenging topic because most of the students, while writing, they face a problem. Not only students, by the way. Most of us, while writing, we might face a very big trouble, which is making mistakes. Spelling mistakes, actually, it's something that it's okay to do it, as long as you learn from them. Meaning that it's okay if you make mistake, but your job is to work a little bit to avoid repeating this mistake. So let's start with this quote. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. By the way, this quote, it can go not only with making mistakes while writing, it's with making mistakes in your everyday life. So far that you learn from these mistakes, it's okay. Our topic today is spelling mistakes. And I want you to pay attention to the writing, the word written here. You have got the word spelling and the word mistakes. I wish you are able to figure out that there is a spelling mistake in the word mistake. We are going to discuss together the most common spelling mistakes and the way to correct them so that maybe if you learn them with me today, you don't forget them later on. What are the very common mistakes that most of us do while writing? Let's see. I thought that the best way is to show you the correct form and the incorrect form. The do's and the don'ts. This is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do. Let's see the most common mistakes. The word interesting. Usually, some people, while writing the word interesting, they drop the first E. So they write it interesting. Is it interesting or interesting? It's interesting. There is an E here. So make sure that you don't omit the vowel between the T and the R. You spell it interesting. The second word, knowledge. If you noted the pronunciation, you are going to find me saying knowledge or knowledge. Actually, it's knowledge. So, it's a mistake to spell it without a D. But to be honest with you, usually the letter G, it plays the role of the D and the G. Because if you pronounce G, you don't pronounce it J, you pronounce it J. So there is some sort of pronouncing D with the letter G. But this is the way you spell knowledge. So it's different from luggage. Knowledge, you spell it with a D. Lollipop. Make sure you don't write lolly ending with an I or a Y. It ends with an I, not a Y. The following word, actually, it's very misleading while writing. Usually, we find problem with spelling words with double letters. Parallel, make sure that you double. First L, not the second one. because it's a very common mistake to write parallel with doubling the last letter L, not the first L. Another common mistake, which is pastime. Pastime, by the way, this is one word, it's not two words. And we pronounce it pastime. We don't pronounce it past time. It's not two words, it's just one word. And actually, it's pastime, one word, pronounce it with one T, and you spell it with one T, not double T. Potato. It's potato ending with an O. It's not ending with an O-E. This is a mistake. It's potato. Preceding. Preceding, although you pronounce this E a little bit long, E, it's only one E, it's not double E. Because again, it's a common mistake to spell it double E. It's only preceding, one E. Pronunciation. Pronunciation, I think that the problem in this word is because of the verb. Because when you spell the verb pronounce, you write it P-R-O-N-O-U. And maybe from here comes the mistake that the noun is spelled N-O-U. But this is a mistake. And some words, while changing from the verb to the pronoun, to the noun, you sometimes make some changes in the spelling of the verb itself. For example, explain, you spell explain with an I, but when you transfer the verb into the noun explanation, you don't have the I after the A. Here, command and the verb pronounce, although you pronounce it although you spell it P-R-O-N-O-U, but in the noun form, you spell it P-R-O-N-U without O before the U. So the correct spelling for the word pronunciation, it's P-R-O-N-U-C, not with an O before the U. Receive. This family of sieve, it's always misleading in spelling. Let me tell you that receive, it is spelled E-I, not I-E. And there is a very famous rule, I'm not sure if you are familiar with it, that the I is before the E, except after C. I before the E, except after C. So in relieve or believe, you write the I before the E. But here, in receive or perceive, because you have C, you spell it E-I, not I-E. Recommend. Verb recommend, you have got one letter, which is double letter, which is M, letter M, not letter C. Because some people, while spelling or writing the word recommend, they don't double the M, they double the C. Actually, that's not the only words that might be making mistakes very common in them, but actually a little bit very famous. They are very common mistakes. That's why I thought it would be nice if we discuss them together. Thank you very much, and I wish the video is very useful for you, and inshallah we meet you again more videos. Thank you and see you very soon.